Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick with Mission FX here. This is just a daily update video. Today is August 1st, 2018, and I'm just going to be going over the trades today. So first, I'm going to start with the trades that we're currently in. We're going to look at those trades, and then we'll look at potentials for the rest of the week. Okay, I'm going to try to make these videos a little bit quicker. I understand you guys are in a signals room because you're not wanting to Hawkeye the charts all day or listen to a 30-minute long video every day. So I'm going to try to make these videos a lot quicker starting tonight. Okay, so the first trade, AUDJPY, that we're still currently in, price did go just right into profit right when I called it up here. This is a daily chart coming right down. Our target is right down in here, so I'm really thinking we're going to see this price. We had the market fail to make a higher high here, fail right here, and now we're bouncing off that trend line very nicely. We do have a significant level in here that price is chopping out at. I think price is going to come here and then make a little downwards wedge pattern before cracking this area and then going to our target. Yeah, so this is still a pretty good trade. We're in profit. Everything's good. Euro JPY, we've got this stuff going on right here. So what I wanted to show you guys is it's interacting with this H4 trend line. I was watching price action when this occurred, when price got here to this trend line earlier. Price chopped out. We had a wick, but then instead of price going up, price chopped out and went sideways. Whenever price gets to a level on an impulse and then it goes sideways with a bunch of small candles next to it, typically that just means price is going to make a continuation of the initial impulse, in this instance downwards. So I saw this wick right here. I would have probably held this trade anyway, or maybe put a break even or called it out. But this trade just looked really good for multiple reasons. Price literally came right up into our area, our 61.8 area, went right into profit with little to no drawdown from when I entered the trade relatively quickly for the time frames that we're on. So I'm really thinking we're going to see our target right here hit. Even if it's just a fast swipe, I think we're going to see this target hit. And then ultimately, I think price may come even lower down into this area before hitting this, the top of this downwards trend from our previous daily trend. And then if that happens, this will also be a pretty significant level up in here for price to reverse at. So I am still good on this trade. This trade's still good. It looks like we should be breaking through our trend line. If not, price will come up here. And we'll look to manage the trade if it goes into drawdown. But the fact that we had a rejection right here and failure to make a higher high looks very, very good for short, so we're still good on this trade. Euro AUD still being stupid. We're in up here. Price came right down into profit. Our target is like right, I think it's down in here or something. It's a little bit lower than where price is at right now. I'm still in this trade. Ultimately, long term on the daily chart, it's broken a daily trend, came up and retested that trend along with the 61.8 retest, so I am still bearish on this long term. Our take profit is a very modest take profit. We'll look to re-enter another sell position over the course of the next few weeks whenever we get a good position. CHF-JPY, this went right into profit. Reason I took this trade, as you guys remember from the previous videos, price just hit this level over here and it started rejecting it very strongly. I think price will come down in here. I have it set to close right in here, or I think it's either up in here or something like that, but it's above this box. And then what I'm going to wait to see how price interacts down here at this trend line area, or if it comes into here, this will be a 61.8% retracement from this swing right here down to there. So if it comes all the way over here, like over the course of the next few days, starts bouncing in the 61.8 area with the trend line support, then I will look to buy this as well. But short term, I still think we're going to see a little bit of a sell-off right in here for then price to make this little wedge pattern and then break out upwards. Still very, very solid for a short position. Safely to the 61.8, I'd say. Other trade we're in, New Zealand dollar JPY. Literally, price came up to our area. We entered. From when I made the video yesterday, price went right into profit. We've broken our uptrend. We're still in a long-term downtrend. For multiple reasons, this looks very good. My profit target's a little bit longer on this. I think we're down in here for New Zealand dollar JPY, but it's very, very good, very solid trade. I like this trade a lot. So we're still good for a sell. Everything's looking good. XAU USD gold. Gold has been being really dumb, so we entered in here, I think back in here, or somewhere in here, and then or maybe it was like right in here, I can't remember, but we entered gold. It's right up at this level, and then whenever it went down, okay, so it was down here yesterday. Yeah, so we entered somewhere in here for our first entry. When we went down here, I called a second entry. Price went into profit very substantially for both entries and then dwindled down back to a loss at this entry and a break even at this entry. Now we're going back into profit. I honestly just think gold just has to break this stupid trend line right here, and after gold breaks that trend line, what I think we'll see is we'll see price do something like a breakout, a pullback to the 61.8, and then a continuation upwards over the course of the coming weeks and months. So long term I am bullish on gold. Our take profit here at the 1240 area, roughly 200 pips from these entries down in here between both entries, at least 300, 350, maybe 400 pips. We should see this target very good, and we'll look to re-enter over the coming weeks on a pullback for buy setups. Like I said, gold is notorious for stop hunts. That's exactly what happened in here. Price went right back up. This is a very good reaction at this level. Price failed to hold at that level, so it came back down, but we're coming right up again. So I'm still bullish on gold. I still think everything will be fine. So those are all the current trades we're in open. I'm going to click through these and see if I see anything good to trade. It's a sideways market in here. I'm not looking for anything. GU. Looks like price rejected our 61.8 area, and now price is sort of hanging out right in here. So we got a little bit of rejection right here. Price didn't quickly drop, so it looks like buyers are getting caught up in here. So I don't know, I have to see like a sign of strength upwards or downwards and then a pullback before I'm going to look to take anything. There's just a lot of chop right here. GBP Canadian dollar. Price still hasn't moved up here to this area where we can sell at to capitalize on this downtrend and a 61.8 move at a significant level in here. Not looking for anything as of now. I have to see a spike up. This is interesting. So we had price come up here to our area. CAD Swiss franc. This is interesting. I may call a signal on this. So we had price spike up into here. So a couple things. Let me just look at the overall trend. Overall daily is sort of in a range-based market, I'd say. Price jumped up here, failed to make a lower low and test this area, so technically in an uptrend. I'd consider this an uptrend. So we'll do something like that for an uptrend. So this also looks like it's a 61.8 pullback. So if we look right in here, price actually went below that 61.8 level and then pulled back. So this is sort of a 61.8 pullback, not very clear though. So I'd say we're in an uptrend right here. So let's see. Price went up, buyers jumped in. We had a low taken out right here, but then came right back up. I think this is going to continue up. So you know, short term I'm not going to be looking to take any sells. This was a very strong reaction we got here from sellers. But if you look, typically on these stop hunts, if this was a stop hunt to the downside, price will stop out everyone who sold in here with a stop loss just above. So they went up and grabbed stops above this high, and price is coming back. But typically if it's a stop hunt, it goes right back down aggressively. That's just a massive dump or sell off. The fact that price is hanging out right here in these candles, and we also have this bullish rejection wick from this previous level, which would probably be good to draw in right here. This just tells me that it's a bullish sign. So what I'm going to have to see is a clear uptrend form and then a clear pullback to look to get in this trade. As of right now, the only thing I'd take seems kind of far-fetched, but if price comes all the way down in here, I will then look to buy this area. So that is what I'm looking for right here on the Canadian dollar Swiss franc, and I think this will be a pretty solid trade. This is also at a significant level. If price can come all the way back in here, this will be good. We may reverse short term. I don't know. This just doesn't look. This could blast off right here and then pull back and then jump up, but I don't know. The price action looks very bullish right now, but I'm not going to look to take any trades. I'm going to try to keep this video short, guys. It's 9 minutes. I just want to make sure I cover everything in here. You guys don't have to watch these videos, but they're very good if you're looking to learn. Euro USD, if price comes down into here, I'm still going to take a buy. It has to happen very quickly though, over the course of the next few candles. Yeah, if it comes down into here, I'm going to take a buy and I'll stack down in here, and we should see price pull up at least to the medium area of this range, which would be somewhere in here at this significant level. So I know what I have on my screen now sort of looks like a Bermuda Triangle. So I don't know, maybe that's a bad sign. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. GBP JPY. Price failed to reach up to our 61.8 level. Price sort of dropped right there. This shows bullish exhaustion, but price is testing the significant level. I don't know. GJ's just been going sideways, so I'm not going to look to sell unless price gets up into this area. I'm not going to look to buy unless price gets somewhere into this area. Price did make an impulse upwards and then pull back to the 61.8 right in here before kind of dipping below it and then coming up. So the fact that price failed to make a lower low or retest these areas does show the bullish sentiment. It does show that this is bullish because buyers just jumped in. So if we see a pullback down into here and rejection, I may look to buy that, maybe. I'm going to see what price does when it gets there. If price gets down into here and can like sort of make a little rejection, then I may even look to buy that medium term. Medium term meaning maybe halfway up this previous downwards impulse, maybe to this high right here. This looks like a pretty significant level. I'll just have to wait and see what happens, but you know what? I wouldn't mind buying GJ right there. That looks like a pretty safe buy. This looks like it's a pretty big level down in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw that here on the chart. So that looks pretty good. Yeah, I would totally take that if that happened. If price can get into there, then I mean, it'd have to happen fast, and it would have to show like price action with wicks and stuff. But you know what? I'm going to look and see what happens there. If we get a good interaction with this level, then I'll like to take that. GBP AUD looks like it spiked right back up into our area here where we initially sold. So we sold and this hit the take profit target, and now it came back up to where we initially sold at. Price came down and sort of tested this area in here. It's good because we didn't make a higher low and come up, but we did not make a lower low and then come up. So there is some sort of support still holding right here. So on the lower time frames as well, let me see what we've got. Yeah, this doesn't look good for sells. Price is going up to this level. It's testing this downwards trend line and this level right here as well. And price just has these small little candles sort of hanging out near this level. And also we have bullish wicks right here. This looks like it might be a breakout to the upside, but you know, we're just gonna have to see. And it would make sense if that was the case, because this right here, I'm pulling up to this area, the 61.8 is down in here, so it looks like price came and got rejected from that 61.8 level, and then price came down and sort of almost tapped it again before coming up. Price sort of looks like it's congesting here as well. There's not a lot of people willing to click sell in my opinion, because price is sort of pausing. But then again, there's not a lot of people willing to click buy because price is in this pause. But we'll have to see what happens. I'm just going to wait for price action. I'm going to wait for like a break upwards out of this area, or probably a break out of this level down here before I look to trade it. But yeah, I'm not liking that we're seeing bullish wicks right here. That means price may make a breakout for the upside. On the contrary, whenever price makes this downwards wedge, price could do something like that before getting really congested and then making a breakout, and then a test and then continued fall. This would be good if that happened, because you know we are in Euro AUD, and it would be cool because we're kind of looking for a downtrend to occur. And you know, if this happens, if anything, it'll be something like that. So you know, before it falls or whatever, something like that, like this little downwards little Bermuda Triangle pattern or whatever. So you know, I don't know. I may look to take a short on G8, but I'm gonna have to see something very solid. This right here just doesn't look like it really wants to come back. Maybe if price gets all the way up to the actual pinpointed trend line, yeah, maybe if price gets all the way up there, then I'll look to sell it at this previous level. I'm just gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see some sort of rejection, and if I see that, I'll call a trade. It'll be very low risk, stuff like that. So we'll look at that. USD Canadian dollar is up next on the list. Price is just still dwindling lower. Buyers look like they're desperately trying to jump in, but price just looks like it's turning over. I will only take this trade if it comes up to this 61.8 level with rejection on this trend line and this one going down. If that happens, it'll be an amazing trade. I would totally take that, but that's going to have to happen. I would not sell right here, just outright. That leaves us open for a lot of drawdown potentially. Euro GBP reversed off of 61.8 level. I don't know if this is going to initially be in this downtrend. I'm just going to wait for it to break here and then pop up, and then that'll be a confirmed downtrend if it breaks this area. Let's see what price is doing right here. Let me adjust this trend line to sort of reflect, yeah, this wick and this. Okay, so on the H1 we are seeing price paused and then bulls look like they took over for now. So we may see price come up here to this area and get congested, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We failed to make a lower low and price is sort of reversing here. This isn't very clear yet. If it comes up to here, we'll know it's a clear reversal. But price did fail to make a lower low and it failed to crack this trend line. Still bullish sentiment on this. Still gotta wait. 80 Canadian dollar. Looks like price ran up to our area yesterday and failed to get all the way to our level. Now it's just tanking. I guess a good spot to buy this, just because a lot of people will be taking profits, will be somewhere at this level down in here. So if we get prices all the way down in here into this extreme, with potentially maybe even a stop hunt lower, this could be something that we look to buy short term until the trend calms down. And if we did take a trade like this, this would be considered a counter trend trade, or an anticipation of a new trend trade. I don't know why this is like not staying up. Sometimes I get like OCD. Okay, whatever. We'll go up and to the right a little bit. But if price comes there, we could look to take a trade to like a trend line or something like that. Maybe something like this. If we bought here, we'd take our profit somewhere along this trend line. So yeah, I will look to see if that happens, and if that happens, that will be pretty decent. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens right here, and then I'll look to make a trading decision once I see price action. So until then, we'll just leave this here to do its thing. US dollar CHF, price is coming down. Looks like we did crack this trend, came up, but price got above our level again and now is retesting it in a bullish manner. But it's failing to just take off from here. If anything, we may see a quick spike up into here. This will be a very solid trade if we could get price come all the way up into here, because we do have a clearly broken upwards trend line. So if price can make a spike up into here, that would be good. But I'll tell you what, guys, this looks like a solid trade as far as this goes. We're already way overbought, so price is chopping out. This could be the beginning of a downtrend. Here's what I'm going to do. From here to here, this is a 61.8 area. Okay, so this right here is 61.8 retracement. I just deleted what I drew for you guys. 61.8 retracement right here, okay? So this is an indication. I'm sorry, this is a bearish indication. So price looks like it already came up in there a little bit. I'm going to want to see it pop up a little bit more, and I'm just going to draw this up here for good measure. If we can pop up a little bit more and then get clear rejection, then I'll look to take a sell, and then I will enter a second position at this trend line. I'm going to have to see clear rejection though, because so far we're still sort of in an uptrend. I'm going to want to see price sort of collapse out of this. This is sort of like an accelerated downtrend down here. A very safe sell would be up here, and a good sell would be right here, maybe even to this level or this previous low, before price could come up and then retest this trend line in the future or something like that. So that's why we use smaller positions, because if you're breaking your full position up into 3 small positions, you can enter one here and then a second one here, and then you're still not even scaled into your full position yet, so you still have room for price to wiggle a little bit, and you're never going to be stressed out. And you're also not going to get stopped out on a good trade if you put a trade right here like a sell and a stop just above. You could get stopped out, but then price could just go to this trend line and give you another indication to sell, and then price ends up going back in a profit, and you ended up getting stopped on a good trade and you're kind of confused as to why you lost money. That's why I scale in with very small positions. It allows you to capture the essence of what the market's actually doing, and not get stopped out on stupid moves like something that could happen here. But if price comes up into here, this is a solid sell. I'm actually going to mark this. I would totally take that. And the same thing on EU. I'm going to look to take a buy if it comes back to that level. So I'm going to just look at a couple more real quick. CAD JPY. This looks good. This looks decent. Price came up and tested this level. It went up and now price is hanging out right here. So this looks like it could be a solid trade to take. You know, this looks pretty good actually. Let's see if we can map out. This is a nice uptrend. Okay, yeah, totally. I'm totally taking this trade. So price looks like it made its big little impulse right there. So buyers are going to be waiting to buy right here at the 61.8. So I'll tell you what, this is the 61.8. It's also a significant level. If price sees rejection and chop right there, not chop, but just solid rejection, I will look to buy that right there at that area. This area right here, this will be the 61.8 pullback. It's also a significant level, so that's good as well. Let me just sort of map out. This looks like we'll come right here. So yeah, solid area. I'm gonna look to buy that right in there somewhere. Right in here. This looks pretty good. Okay, so yeah, this looks pretty good though. Nice solid uptrend. We've broken out of a little downtrend. I wouldn't consider that a downtrend, but just two peaks that were connected. If price was going to reverse there, it would have reversed there, broken this uptrend, tested, and then continued to fall. The fact that we broke that shows bullish sentiment. Everybody knows it's a buy. You know, your dog looks at the chart, your dog knows it's a buy. Just wait for the pullback and write it up. Also along this trend line as well would be nice. So this looks like I'm going to mark this up as well. That looks like a pretty solid buy. USD-ZAR. Whoa, what happened here? Price came into our area and then it rejected. So I'm going to want to see a higher price still. I'm not going to get in on that just because of that. I'll tell you what, if price comes back into here, I'm going to look to trade that. This looks very good. Our analysis has already been done. Price is in an uptrend. Went up there in 3 waves as well, or 3 little pushes. This was our range 1, 2, 3, with divergence up here on the RSI, higher high, lower high. So we've had our movement up. Now we just want to see this break, which had happened, and a pullback to the 61.8. And I need to start calling sell limits maybe, but even then that runs the risk of you can just get wiped out if price just continues against you, and I don't like taking risks like that, because if you put a sell limit like on some trades like this, like a sell limit up in here or something, price can just like run through and wipe you out like that, and this would no longer be a sell. Like if that happened, I would have to close that at a loss. That's why I just wait for a little bit of confirmation. So I'll tell you what, USD-ZAR, if this thing pops up right up here, we can look to take a short position up there for like 265 pips. So this will have to be a very managed lot size. Maybe your stop can go like 1-to-1, risk 200 to get 260 pips, a little bit better than 1-to-1. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see what happens. If price can, I don't like how it paused right there, and price looks like it's starting to go back up. But if it comes back up and we see rejection, especially along this downwards trend line, I'm gonna look to sell this. Even if we can just go and knock out this high real quick to kind of stop people out, that would be solid. And you know what? I may just go ahead and put a sell limit right in here. I don't know. I'm going to do some more analysis after this video, and I may call it right there. So that's what I'm looking for ZAR. I'm going to mark that as well because that does look like a very solid setup. USD SGD, price is just chopping. I don't even care about this pair. It's just going sideways. USD MXN, we still failed to get our breakout today. Price turned around in line with the trend line. I just want to see this be a big breakout, pull back to this 61.8 or this low, and then I will be bullish as hell on this. But it's good that price is chopping out right here. GBP CHF. I don't know. We've been in a downtrend for a long time. Maybe if price can get out and then come up or something. I don't know. Euro CHF, looks like we broke out of a nice uptrend, so this will be cool. I'll tell you what, I'll take this trade if this happens. If price reverses right here, it's going to come to this 61.8. That is a perfect trade, dude. Look at that. The level's already drawn in. So the level's already drawn in right there because it's a significant level. So that means price will be tapping a significant level. Potentially this trend line if it wicks out above there. And then also it'll be a 61.8. So this is very solid. I am totally going to look for trades right in there to the downside. Okay, this looks like it'll be a solid area. We can take a trade from up here down into here, potentially for something like this. We can take maybe 160 pips on something like that. That'll be a cool trade. There'll be Euro switch franc or Euro CHF would be such a bro if like he just pulled up here and then came down. That'd be nice. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. This video was 25 minutes long. I want to say I apologize for making videos so long, but you know what, guys? You can watch these videos or you can't. I know you guys, don't have a lot of time because you're just taking signals and stuff. But I mean, you guys are paying me monthly to give you out quality content, quality signals, quality analysis. I'm pretty motivated too because I make money off it every month, as long as you guys remain members. It's very important to me, to have active members and stuff because it makes me feel good that I can constantly give out all of this value so that maybe someone else can take all the knowledge that I'm giving them and they can apply it to their own life, their own trading, and be able to make profits consistently where they can actually live off Forex. Even if someone can just make $5,000 to $10,000 a month, I think most people can live very nicely off that. And so, yeah, that's my goal, is just to be able to get you guys quality content. So if you guys have any questions, just shoot me a DM. A couple of you guys shot me a DM earlier in Telegram. You guys just sent me a message, asking about certain things. One guy asked me about USD JPY. Another one asked me about New Zealand dollar JPY. And I love answering you guys' questions. So anything, I'm here 100% of the time to help you guys. As soon as I see your message, I will get back to you. So thank you for watching this video. I know it's been like 26 minutes, but thank you if you watched all the way to the end. And I will see you guys for tomorrow's video. You'll have a great rest of the day. Bye.